2 facts about money. Small, steady steps beat big, rare wins. Your first $10,000 can grow on a simple, repeatable plan you can run every month. There's a practical way to reach that goal without burning out or chasing promises. Today, you'll get a clear, actionable plan you can start today and keep for the long road ahead. First, pick your deadline and a real monthly target. If you want $10,000 saved, you'll need to pick a timeline you can actually hit. For example, 24 months means about $417 saved each month. If you shoot for 18 months, you'd need about $556 a month. If you prefer to stretch to 36 months, about $278 per month will do. The exact number isn't sacred. What matters is creating a fixed plan you can automate and repeat. Now, let's break the plan into 3 simple parts: cut, earn, and automate. This is where the real work lives and where small changes compound over time. Cut. Start with a clean view of where every dollar goes. For 30 days, track every penny. You'll see where waste hides in subscriptions, dining out, and impulse buys. Pick 3 concrete cuts you can keep for the next year. For example, cancel 1 unused membership, swap takeout dinners for home meals 3 nights a week, and switch to a cheaper phone plan. These are real saves that don't require a lifestyle overhaul. Next, target discretionary spending and fixed costs. Subscriptions are the easy wins, but don't stop there. Look at groceries, energy bills, and transport. Use a simple rule. If you don't notice it in your budget when you don't use it, cut it. If you notice you're wasting money on small daily choices, change the habit rather than hoping for luck. Earn. Saving more only goes so far if your income stays the same. Add 1 reliable side hustle and 1 opportunistic buy and sell habit. The side hustle should fit your life, not dominate it. Possible options include freelance work in areas you already know, a few hours of tutoring, or a recurring gig on a platform that matches your skills. The key is to dedicate a specific, limited amount of time each week, say 4 to 6 hours. Flip or monetize items you already own. Look for underpriced goods in good condition that you can resell online for a small profit. It's not glamorous, but it's cash in the bank and it scales with time. Set a weekly target for resale income, even if it's modest. The point is to show that you can convert effort into real money that goes straight into savings. Automate. The power of saving comes from a fixed system that runs on its own. Set up automatic transfers on your payday to a separate savings account earmarked for your 10K goal. For many people, this is the single biggest lever. You don't rely on willpower. You rely on a schedule you can't negotiate with yourself. Create 2 automatic transfers. The first goes to a 10K savings account. The second to a sinking funds account for predictable future costs like car maintenance, insurance, or big annual expenses. The rest remains for daily living. If you earn $3,000 after tax and your fixed costs leave you $1,200 to live on, you can start with a plan like this. Set $417 to 10K savings each month and $50 to sinking funds each month. The exact numbers can change, but the structure stays the same. If you want a more aggressive version, you can auto-transfer $417 to savings and then add more from the side hustle earnings as soon as they appear in your checking account. The key is consistency and visibility. Keep the savings account separate so you're not tempted to spend the money you plan to save. We'll walk through a practical week-by-week start so you can feel the plan in real life. Week 1 and 2, track and cut. You'll track every expense for 2 weeks. Use a simple note app or a sheet. Identify 3 cuts you can make without feeling deprived. It helps to pick cuts that feel almost painless. A streaming service you barely use, a daily coffee out, and a small luxury you can live without for a while. This is about momentum, not martyrdom. Week 3 and 4, set up automations. Open a savings account you won't see every day. Link it to your payday so the money moves before you even touch your paycheck. Create the 2 buckets, 10K savings and sinking funds. Decide your amounts based on your budget, then keep the transfers consistent for at least 3 months. If you hit a month where you can't meet the target, adjust rather than abandon. Dial the numbers down for a while, then ramp back up. Month 2 onward, add the side hustle and refine. If you've kept the automation steady, you'll see a small but real increase in your savings pace. Now you can add the side hustle consistently. 4 to 6 hours a week of work that fits your skills. Track every hour and measure its earnings against your savings target. If you're earning an extra $300 a month, you can choose to funnel all of it into the 10K savings bucket or split it between savings and a larger sinking fund. The point is to keep the momentum while not burning out. A practical example helps here. Let's imagine a person who brings home $3,000 each month after tax. Their fixed costs take $2,000, leaving $1,000 for everything else. If their goal is 10K in 24 months, that's roughly $417 per month. They automate $417 to 10K savings on each payday and put $50 to sinking funds. They cut 3 recurring expenses by a total of about $75 a month. That leaves about $458 more each month that can go toward essentials or a larger emergency cushion if needed. If they add a side gig earning $200 a month, they'll reach the target even faster or give themselves room for small emergencies without touching the savings. Key habits that make this work. Consistency beats intensity. Save even when the day is tough. The system handles the rest. Track progress without guilt. If you miss a month, adjust the plan, don't abandon it. The goal is longevity, not perfection. A few mistakes to avoid along the way. Don't gut essential living costs in the name of saving. You still need food, shelter, and basic health care. Don't rely on a single big win to reach the target. The plan is built from small, repeatable steps that you can control. Don't raid your emergency fund to fund the savings plan. The emergency fund is for real emergencies, not loose ends. Finally, resist the lure of risky bets in an early stage. The safest path to 10K is steady saving and steady income, not bold bets that can wipe out your progress. What to do once you hit 10,000? Hitting the target is a milestone, not the finish line. After you reach 10K, keep the same habit of saving a fixed portion of your income. Rebalance the buckets based on your new situation. Start investing in a low-cost index fund or a retirement account with automatic contributions. If you're new to investing, keep it simple. A broad market index fund, minimal fees, and a steady contribution schedule. Your aim is to turn this 10K into a foundation that grows year by year. Why this plan works in real life. It respects real money and real lives. It uses a steady tempo instead of heroic bursts. It builds 2 safe habits at once, cutting waste and earning more. It creates a clear path to a concrete goal without pretending you'll be perfect or that fortune comes from a single stroke of luck. It's practical, not glamorous, and that's the strength of it. If you want to go further, add a quarterly review. Every 90 days, sit with your numbers. What went well, what didn't, and where you can push a little more. Adjust your savings target if your income grows or if your expenses drop. The review isn't a punishment. It's a way to keep the plan honest and effective. The most important part is to start with a real number and a real deadline. Don't wait for the perfect moment or the perfect job. Start with the 2 transfers and the 3 cuts you can handle this month. As your income grows or your spending falls, your savings pace will accelerate automatically. To recap the core idea, pick a timeline, automate the savings, cut wasted expenses, and add steady extra income. The plan doesn't rely on luck or a mythical windfall. It relies on daily choices that add up to a big change over time. If you found value in this approach, try it for the next 30 days. Track your progress, set up the automations, and test the 2 cuts you chose. See how it feels to have money moving into a separate bucket every month before you even touch your paycheck. If you stay consistent, you'll watch your 10,000 grow into something larger than you expected. Thanks for sticking with me. If this helped you see a clear path to your first 10K, please like it, share it with someone who needs a practical plan, and subscribe for more straightforward money ideas. Tell me in the comments which part you're going to start with this week and what timeline you're aiming for.